There's 1 month until the BCHL's Fred Page Cup playoffs begin. Right now around the league, there's teams fighting for home ice, fighting to fine-tune their game so they're ready to go, and the Express are no different. This year for the Express is shaped up to be the best regular season in team history. They've already set a franchise record for wins, and last week the team won its first ever regular season division title. But this motivated group is going to keep pushing for more.
It's pretty special. We clinched it pretty early. We've had a great season so far, and it's good to show that.
It's a great feat. I think it's something that at the start of the season we didn't have that goal in mind. We were just trying to be the best team we could be. As the season progressed, I think we recognized that we were a top team, not only in the mainland but in the BCHL. We were going to do everything we could, come each night trying to get 2 points. And I think it's a really good situation when you look at. We've had some struggles, we've had some injuries, and the guys are buying in. Different guys every night step up, and that's what you need to be a top team.
To get to this point, the Express have been no different from other teams in the league having to deal with injuries, the disappointment of losing a few games in a row, but there's a strong character element that has carried this team to this point, and it showed itself in one of the most impressive wins of the season, Friday versus Chilliwack.
If you're going to win this many games, you got to have a lot of different parts. It can't just be goaltending, it can't just be D. You can't just rely on scoring, so it's basically something that we pride ourselves in being a complete hockey club, and by no way, shape, or form are we complete, but we're going to keep pushing ourselves to get better and become great.
Whenever this team is needed to look internally, they've always been able to lean on the defensive side of the game and the work that's been put in all season long to help this team find its way.
Once you get away from that, obviously the games get harder and you start playing tougher. So once we get back to that, things go easier and we start to contribute and do a lot better. So with all the video we do too, we go back and we watch games from previous times where we were playing that way and doing that system. So to get back to that.
Well, I think we've made a lot of improvements trying to simplify. Again, that's part coaching, part players, but we were probably getting a little bit too cute, and we were talking about maybe making too many passes and trying to make exactly perfect exits all the time. Getting back to the basics as we get closer to playoffs. It's we've got 8 games or 10 games left. Just making sure in those 10 games we simplify.
Now with the division wrapped up, this team will continue to push forward with a chance to finish first overall in the BCHL standings, all the while trying to fine-tune their game for a month from now.
Yeah, it's definitely something we'll work towards. Obviously, you want to hang as many banners as you can, and it shows the season that we've had. So we're definitely working towards that. But obviously, our goal is to win the national championship.
There's no easy games. You need strong goaltending every night. You need everyone playing, buying in. And if you're competitive with good habits, your habits will get you through some of the tough times. And we've stressed habits all year long, and I think that's a big reason of why we're one of the top teams, if not the top team in the BCHL regular season. And we're hoping those habits carry forward into playoffs, and the hunger becomes even a little bit more grand, and guys start working just a little bit more, because teams are going to put it all on the line, and you're going to have to step out onto that ice with the same mindset, if not force teams to want to beat you and beat in the trenches.
This group has embraced the work that has got them to this point, and they're bracing the work to come that will push them to turn a memorable regular season into a memorable playoff.
Just keeping our work ethic and habits up. You're pretty late in the year, so guys are beat up and tired, but just continue to keep getting better and keeping up to speed, because playoffs is obviously another level, so we got to get close to breaking that as soon as we can.
We're happy with some of the goals we've accomplished, but our main prize is to be playing in May, and it's not going to be easy. We've got some barriers in our way, and it's about pushing forward.